Just a quick disclaimer before we start this video. Kikagoods did not send me the stuff or sponsored this video in any way. I bought it with my own money just because I'm a sucker for cute stuff and I do like the stuff of Kikagoods. So, just to let you know, no sponsorships here. Basically, from the moment I first ordered from kikagoods because of Meivu, it was just a question of time, how long it will take me to not be able to contain myself anymore and place another order. Didn't take me that long. Inside this box, there are 6 blind boxes in total. 3 that are slightly damaged, just the boxes, and 3 that are part of a surprise bag. Depending on what I got in this box, we might be able to at least make one doll inspired by one of this. From the title, you might already know that was not what happened in the end. So, let's dig in. I think this is the one with the slightly damaged boxes, so let's dive into this one first. Okay, whatever this is, let's take a look at it. Greek myths. I think this could be a Sheba. Sheba in costumes. Okay. And the last one. Fat tigers. Chunky, chubby tigers. If these are the messed up boxes, it is the slightest bit messed up. So let's put these to one side and open the next one. Okay, cute. Oh, mushrooms. I like mushrooms. What is that? We will see. I already think we have a winner. These are the blind boxes we are going to open now. I think let's start with the Sheba. And I hope, finally, I have the tear tap I was looking forward to. Yes. Yes. There is still a card inside, but we are not going to look at it. Then let's take a look. Gosh. I'm not that much a fan of the costume, but that face. Oh my gosh, that face. I do love the face. And the second one of the damaged boxes. And okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He is cute. I love him. And I think it's polystone or something like that. It's definitely not just plastic. The British Museum, Greek myths. So what a shame. I think it is Hera. And she is cute, but I really think it's a shame that her staff is that bandy. Yeah, she is cute, but slightly boring, I would say. These 3 are the ones we had in the damaged box. Let's move them out of the way and take a look at the others. We have these mecha chameleon thing. I'm not sure what exactly they are. Stay inside. Okay, take your hand back. Okay, you can tear him apart. Other that the hand doesn't seem to like its socket too much and doesn't want to stay inside, I do kind of like him. The next one. I don't want to see the... Yay! It is kind of cute. You can see its face, but if you prop it up normally, the face is gone. Kind of hilarious. And kind of cute. Yes, I'm fine with you. And then we are already at the last blind box. So, let's open it up, take a look at it, and see which one we got. You are cute, but the same problem as with the stuff from... Oh, you can move the head. You can remove the head. He has the same problem as Hera had with the very banded, not a staff this time. It's fine. I do think after seeing him in person, I would have preferred some of the other ones, but I can live with him. And these are the 3 from the random blind boxes. As you may have noticed by my not so enthusiastic voice in the end, there was nothing I really wanted to use as an inspiration for an art doll. So I left this for 2 weeks, and then I decided I should just resculpt the bounty hunter thief boy guy that I was not that excited about. If you feel personally offended by someone destroying toys like that, you should end the video now. Otherwise, I had a lot of fun from this point on, so have fun too, if you like. I started to remove everything that I did not like about him, and then I thought about what I want to make out of him. And there were 2 things that were completely clear for me. First, he still needed to be cute, and second, he needed to become a her. I made a quick sketch and then prepared my epoxy clay, but I had to notice right away that because I kept the cape, the original idea to make a very poofy skirt was quite difficult. So I changed the style of the dress that they will be wearing in the end from a more princessy gown to a slightly more medieval looking one that is flowing in the wind. And I have to admit, sculpting the dress was taking most of the time, or took most of the time, because I wanted to have it as similar to the original as possible, but let's face it, I'm not as good when it comes to sculpting as the person who designed the original one. So the folds of the skirt are not as pretty as the folds of the cape. We have to live with it. I think it works in the end. But mainly because we still have the cape that is pretty and covers most of it. I decided to give them long hair because, let's face it, I prefer long hair. And it doesn't matter if it's on a girl or on a boy. I do like flowy long locks. So, obviously they had to get some pretty long hair. And because of the cutesy, kawaii, chibi style, I tried to just, sculpt the hair in adding 3 blobs. And it worked. It looked quite nice, to my own surprise, because I know that this works in drawings, but in a sculpture, I haven't done stuff like that. And obviously, there are cute kawaii sculptures of persons, but yay! She looked cute. They looked cute. Whatever. And because I had it in my original design and thought it is the right amount or the right moment to use these molds, finally, I took out my mold that has bows and then just pushed in some epoxy clay and added bows to the cape and to the top of the hat. The problem with the bow that was, or that should be placed, or that I wanted to place, my gosh, English is difficult today again, was that I wanted it to be two-sided. Because, let's face it, when you use the molds like a push, or as a push mold, it is, one side is flat, and that does not look good. Maybe it does look good from the front, but not from the back. So I left the bows sitting in there for a moment. Then I made a second one and pushed the first one on top of it while still in the mold. Tried to neaten everything up when it comes to the scene. And then place it on the hat, which worked surprisingly well. It was a bit tricky because you always have to keep in mind that you don't destroy the bow, but it worked and it looked cute, so I was happy with it in the end. Left this to dry for 24 hours and then I had to decide on a color scheme. And I first tried a color scheme generator, but I have to admit none of the colors were, or of the color schemes were like sparking very much joy. So I decided on a night sky aurora type of color scheme, mixed the colors for that, and because it was a smidge too dark for my taste, I decided to add a teeny tiny bit of white into everything, not to make it completely pastel, but to make the color scheme a little bit softer. And when everything was mixed up, I really was happy with the colors. I do like this aurora night sky color scheme in the best of times, and this one was one that I really, really enjoyed. So it was time to slap the colors onto our little character. In the end, this took me 3 different attempts, but I had to layer 3 layers of paint onto every surface of her that I wanted to paint. Then it was opaque enough to be okay with it. I only show the first steps because, let's face it, you know how it looks to put color onto a surface. I hope. And if you don't know, I think watching me putting color onto her hair should be enough. So, yeah. Then it was just after the 3 layers were done and everything was dry, as a very last step, I decided to put on some highlights into the eyes because I changed the eye color, or I decided to color the eye and not have it only black because
And with the highlights, I think she really looked very, very cute. And then I put on some glaze and she was done. I first thought about giving her some gradients as she had in the original design of the hunter boy thing, but in the end I was happy with her being a bit simpler. So I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, do what you want. We will see us in another video if you like. Until then, have a great time. Bye.